don't remember seeing this picture before. This stone and the girl. Dana?
Well, I guess that means that we should go right back and fetch her right now. Welcome back to Shadow of Destiny, everyone. We know exactly where to go. If there's a painting, then we know exactly what to do about it. The only person who could have drawn that is Franzen, and we know exactly where he is. As you see, oh man, cats everywhere, even now. Of course. Well, the place is still a museum. I mean, it's both a library and a museum, which is kind of weird. Thought we saw an energy, but nope. Yeah, an energy. That's what they are now. This place is always the same. Okay. Well, let's get right down to business, shouldn't we? This is the last chapter in the game. Well, there's one more chapter afterwards, but that's just the epilogue. Come on, Dana. Maybe... Yes, maybe we can see the redstone, but more importantly, maybe we should fix the timeline. Maybe, I mean... Well, we'll see. Let's see if we can get two birds with one stone. Hopefully not kill them, because that would make the timeline irreparable.
Oh yeah, I should ask about that picture.
Ike, sometimes you're a complete idiot. Now, last time, about that comb, Ike figured out something quite well there that I didn't figure out my first time through. This is the kind of game where you need to keep your eye on absolutely everything if you want things to make more sense. Well, if you want to figure everything out, you have to play it through several times. Well, they tell you it's just over there. I'll get that energy at some point. Here it is, yes.
Dana.
You're from that... Ike?
I was worried about where you were.
Yeah, I was pretty shook up too, when I got separated from you.
I'm glad you're okay. I'm really sorry you got mixed up in all this.
I was scared to death though. It was pitch dark too. But it only took me a bit to figure out that it was the same place, and I started thinking that maybe it was just a different time. The buildings and the streets are almost exactly the same, so...
Wow, you thought of all that and didn't freak out? I would have for sure.
Well, it took a while to get used to. Things only fell into place lately. I looked for you a long time, you know.
I'm sorry. I looked for you too, but I didn't have any luck.
Well, no use worrying about what's done. It has been 4 years after all.
Huh? Oh yeah, I guess it would be. You do look more, I don't know, mature, come to think of it.
What do you mean?
Oh, nothing. Really.
A night watchman helped me that first day, and since then I've done a lot of different things. I even worked at a mill for a while. But now, I'm a chambermaid at the Squire's manor house. I feel so content these days. I feel like I should be thanking you.
Why are you modeling for a picture?
The Squire's a patron of this painter, and that's how I met him originally. He said he really wanted to use me as a model, and I just couldn't say no.
I see.
The squire's daughter was supposed to model really, but she didn't want to do it. So I ended up taking her place.
So the girl in the picture is you.
Oh, I don't even start posing until tomorrow. I just came over today to work out the schedule and all that stuff.
But the picture will eventually be painted.
Hey, why did you come here today? Are you here to take me back? You know how to, don't you?
Yes. Do you want to go back?
I did, you know. Of course I wanted to. But that's not how I feel anymore.
Not anymore.
It's okay. I have no one there. No parents, no family. So I'll be okay here. No one will worry about me. No one expected anything of me back there. No one was watching, no matter how hard I worked. So there really is nothing for me there.
Dana.
Don't worry about me, Ike. I'm really very grateful for all you've done. This world, this age, I feel like I've come home after a really long trip. That's how right it feels, and I mean that. So please don't look for me anymore. This is where I'm going to spend my life. I've already made up my mind.
Dana.
Oh, remember this? It's the red stone from that day.
That stone's Look, do you mind if I ask you to give that to me?
Of course, you can have it. If it weren't for this stone, I would never have met you. Never would have ended up here right now, talking to you like this. I've always thought there was something very important about this stone. That's the reason I thought about having it included in my portrait. But that's okay. After all, I got to see you again. Here you go.
Thanks, Dana. So, what are you going to do now?
There's someone, you know, that I work with. At the manor house where I'm being looked after. He and I, well, we're going to be starting a life together someday. So, I'm going to be staying. I'm really sorry, Ike.
Won't you regret it?
No, I won't. It's all right.
Okay. You take care then.
Thanks. You too, Ike.
Well, she's not going home. Well, this red stone, though... Well, we're already in the time, so let's go ahead. Give the red stone to Dr. Wagner. Wagner. But first of all, I want to have a little chat with Mr. Franson.
Well, Ike Cush, have you heard anything interesting lately?
Oh, yeah. More than that,
Well...
I've been through interesting things. Oh yeah, tell them about the view from the Squire's Tower. Well, we saw that. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I heard that too recently. Honestly, I did. Perhaps I'll try painting a piece on that very subject.
Oh, I heard that recently, how great the view is from the Squire's Tower and how you can see the whole town from... It's more of just a little town, this place, in this time, but... Oh! Don't believe I've ever actually been in this little bit before. This is the only way out. One of two ways. Ike, your little words can affect so much. Oh hey, it's that nasty woman and her nasty child and that other nasty woman.
That house where the research is being conducted. Real strange. I tell you, I won't go near the place for fear I'll be cursed.
Ugh. Yeah, you'll... Well, she'll be saying the same thing in the future.
That house scares me. Research? Sounds fishy to me.
The girl in that house over there wears some pretty clothes. I wish I could dress up like that.
Okay, you've redeemed yourself somewhat by not, antagonizing them. Okay, then. Let's get this energy. We're gonna need the energy because we may be hopping around quite a bit. And, well, here we go. First of all, I want to save it. What am I doing? The stone is finally in my hands. Was I supposed to give it to the doctor? Anyway, I just want to save it. Yes, that'll do nicely. Right then.
Oh, come on in. You do like to show up unannounced, don't you?
Father's down in the basement working. You did come to see him, not Margaret, right?
Oh, stop it!
All right, okay.
Deja vu. Ah, I didn't actually expect them to be in. I thought I could just walk straight down.
What is it?
I want to spend 30 seconds talking to you and no more.
Father's down in the basement working.
Thanks.
You have by chance the Philosopher's Stone?
Yes. Is this it? That's the only stone I know that fits the bill.
Ah, in the name of heaven, I shall start the preparations for the experiment right now. It's all right. It doesn't matter if this is not the true stone. I am grateful for your help regardless. But if it is the stone, the result should be wondrous. Please, come back again in, let's see, 5... No, make it 10 days.
10 days. Okay. That would be the 13th. Oh,
What is it?
that experiment's dangerous.
That may be, but this is something I want to do. Something I must do. Please, try to understand. 10 days from now, by then, the experiment should yield fruit. I will be able to show you the homunculus. At last, science will prove itself capable of creating life. How I wish she could have been here, Helena. That is my only regret. See you in 10 days, then. Oh, and one more thing. Could you keep this a secret from Hugo and Margaret? Knowing Hugo as I do, if he learns of this, he might do something like attempt to bring Helena back from the dead. He can't seem to face his mother's death. Should this experiment succeed, and if I manage to find what answers I can in my quest for truth, I shall commit all records of my research to the fire. Now, take care.
Well, thanks. Anything else to add? No. Wow, he's just going to treat us like he treats his family now. Well, great.
Hey, did you manage to see Father?
Uh-huh. Why do you ask?
Man, what's the matter with Father anyway? He hasn't let me into his laboratory lately. When I went in there the other day, he got really angry with me, and ever since then, there's some secret in there he can't tell me about. I just know it. Hey, are you like Father's right-hand man? You know, with tools from the future and stuff?
Of course not. Nothing like that.
Really? I'd definitely ask for your help if I were Father. Then I can make a machine to move through time. You know, like the one you showed me before. I sort of understand how it works, anyway.
Wow, really? I'm impressed.
Well, I said sort of. Anyway, I'm more interested in what Father's working on right now.
Hugo, I'm sure Father will tell us one of these days.
I don't know about that.
Children, I have something to tell you.
Father.
I am going to start another experiment, but this one will be very dangerous. So I want you two to leave the house for a while.
Right away?
The sooner the better. I'll send word in about 10 days. Go to our relatives' homes or anywhere else you like. That's all.
Can I help with the experiment?
No. Both of you have to leave this house.
Oh, for Pete's sake. What does he think he's doing, huh?
Come on. Where should we go?
Sis? So, you're just going to do it?
Do we have a choice?
But...
It's okay. It's only for a little while. Let's go. We have to get ready.
I guess I'll be going now.
Of course. I'm sorry, we're always in the middle of something.
See you soon, okay?
It pretty much just forgot that Ike was there for the second half of that conversation. Oh man, 10 days. Is he sure about this? He is so sure about this. So confident. Honestly though, I'm surprised. 10 days for finishing off creating life is... That's quite good. Right, back to the smoking crater that will become the house. What? No, I'm getting my times mixed up now. Back to the house that is now the smoking crater. Hey there, man.
It blew up, didn't it? The alchemy house, I mean.
Yeah, keep on nodding. Ugh. It also seems to be rather late. Well, more like early in the morning. Oh well. What can we really do here?
Hello? Is anybody here? Anybody? Dr. Wagner! Margaret! Hugo! Anyone here?
Hugo!
The basement.
So they arrived before us.
This meter here. Is this a time machine? That can't be. But that sounded like Margaret's voice just now.
Huh. Oh. Energy! Thankfully. Huh. 2001. 407. That's just a couple of days ago. That, I believe, is when Ike was first murdered. Well, let's go back to 2001. It's where they went. Although, why? They could be getting themselves in way over their heads. Those 2 days passed already.
Hey, long time no see. Actually, didn't we just see each other today?
Is this Hugo?
Uh-huh. I really like these machines of the future. Being able to just project your voice a long distance, that's really something.
How did you know my number?
Oh, that. I just asked someone called Eckhart. You know, you mentioned him once.
How did you get here? And why? Were you the one threatening Eckhart?
Come on, threatening sounds so serious. All I did was propose a deal. Can I help it if he jumped at the chance when I told him what he wanted to hear about his daughter? Oh, and about how I got here? It's pretty simple, really. Remember that tool you showed me? I just made one of my own, you see?
What?
Well, actually, I didn't make it. Not exactly. The Hugo of the future completed it and gave it to me. A transport mechanism to time-space marked by phenomena of relevance. You like it? Just like yours. Actually, I think the other stuff may be different, but who cares, right? In any case, I can track and follow your machine.
What about Margaret?
Will you look at that? I'm forgetting the point of the whole thing. Can you drop by? I'll be waiting at the square. Bring Homunculus, we have a few things to discuss. Oh, and by the way, do what I tell you, okay? Otherwise, someone you care about is gonna die. I don't have to tell you what I mean by that, right? Later then.
Hugo!
Hey!
Gah, he's given us an ultimatum just like that. Hugo, why? You summed it up pretty well for once. Whatever the reason, I'd better hurry to the public square. And collect energy while we're at it. Oh no. Yes, Hugo. Don't tell me he's taken his own sister hostage. Why would he do that? Just keep on running. Keep on running and don't stop. You know, when you have a statue of yourself in the square that you're about to meet someone who's giving you an ultimatum, that might be a good sign. Also, the stars are purple.
Hugo! Where are you?
Man, you are so noisy. I'm here, right here.
Hugo. You're the one who's been trying to kill me?
Never mind that. Where is the homunculus?
You heard what I asked you.
The homunculus was completed because you showed up. You fooled Father into creating the homunculus. Isn't that right? I read Father's research notes. It said you brought him the last ingredient, the Philosopher's Stone.
Me? Get your father to create homunculus? All I've been doing is trying to stay alive. But it isn't.
What I really wanted was to get here earlier and stop what you were doing. But all my machine could do was follow yours. So I targeted yesterday's you, because I thought I could manage to get to you before you did the things you did today. I had so many chances, but I still didn't manage to kill you off.
Hugo!
It's a shame, but there's no way for my machine to outrun yours. And I can't stop the homunculus from being completed. So I'm switching to another plan. If I can't prevent the homunculus from being created in the first place, I'll destroy it. That seems to be the only way to get a hold of the Philosopher's Stone.
The Philosopher's Stone? What use is that to you?
Hugo!
I'm out for revenge, get it? The homunculus destroyed my family, and you were the one who had it created.
No, Hugo, I can't believe that's true. Ike just doesn't seem like a person who would do a thing like that. There must be some other reason Father disappeared the way he did. Come on, Hugo, let's give him just a little more time. We can wait together.
Shut up! That's your problem, it's not mine. Now stop treating me like a kid whenever it suits you. Got it?
I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings, but...
I know that the homunculus is made of the Philosopher's Stone. If we got hold of it, we could save Mother.
Save? What do you mean by that?
I can save her life! That's the reason I'm looking for that stone. This time, I will succeed, and she'll be alive again. We'll all go home together and start over. You understand now? Come on, go get the homunculus!
Bring her back? Hugo, what do you think you're doing?
You want to raise the dead?
The stone let Father create the homunculus. As long as I have the right materials, this should work too.
You're not serious, are you?
Never mind. Just hurry up.
You used that lock of Mother's hair. You tried this before?
Hurry up!
A homunculus can't be... He just appears out of nowhere. It has nothing to do with what I want. Yes, he saved my life, but that's about it. It just isn't possible for me to call him up. Don't you get it?
I'll give you 20 minutes. If you don't bring him to me in 20 minutes, I'm just going to disappear. Sorry, sis, but I'll have to leave you behind in this age.
Hugo, what do you think you're doing?
Don't worry. Even if I do end up doing that, nothing's going to happen to you. Leaving your ancestor in this time. You understand what that means, don't you? Go on, hurry up!
He's thought this through to the point of insanity. I won't open the diary. I've only been given 20 minutes. It's not much time, but I've got to stop Hugo or else. Or else we'll be erased from existence. That's not good.
Didn't I tell you to get a move on?
Alright, you heard him, everyone. It's time for you to decide. Let's see, we have 3 options. Number 1, we could go back in time to just when Margaret and Hugo arrived, or maybe just before the incident happened, and stop whatever from happening. That would change it fairly well, since, well, the time machine seemed to appear right after. Number 2, we could do as he says, go and get the homunculus, wherever it is, wherever he is. And number 3, we could go to the fortune teller for advice. Not sure how that'll help, but it's an option, alright? We can do 2 and 3 together, but option 1, going back and stopping whatever from happening on that day of the incident, is exclusive. It's up to you. Fortune teller, the homunculus, or the incident. Bye for now.